Hey class, this is Mr. Raft, your instructor for your digital citizenship course here at Saline Middle School. I just wanted to introduce myself and then I want to go over our course management system just so you guys have an opportunity to see how the system works, take a look at some of the features that we offer, some of the assignments that we're going to use, and how this whole operating system works for you, and so that you're prepared to embark on a journey of lifelong learning related to digital citizenship. Hang on. Hey class, so as you can tell, this is our home page, and as you looked up at the top, these are our tabs. So when it's highlighted in orange, that's the tab that you're located on. As you scroll through this home page, it gives you a little bit about what the class is about, how this course is going to operate. I did have two screencasts here. One is the screencast you're watching currently, and the other one is a screencast of our blog and how we're going to be using our blog in this course. Also, we have a screencast that talks about our discussion format and how that's going to work as we journey through this class for the next couple months. And then we go through a couple other features that we use a lot. One is our Quizlet and also our calendar. I think these are pretty important pieces that will help you be successful also in this class. And then at the last bottom piece here is our communication policy and how you guys can work with me a little bit more specifically, and if you need help or you have some struggles, you just have some questions you'd like to ask Mr. Raft. Let's take a further look into what our modules will look like. So on the module piece are actually our lessons that we're going to use for our course. We have lesson 1, what is an AUP? We have lesson 2, manage your digital footprint. Lesson 3, tricks and scams online. Obviously, we'll be adding more lessons as the course goes forward. But if you click on lesson 1, our pages are set up very consistently for each lesson. For example, we'll have our learning goals. We'll have our tasks. This is important for you as a student because these tasks are the things that we are expecting you to complete as a student in this digital citizenship course management system. As you scroll through, there's always going to be some type of screencast or video for you. There may be a little activity for you to complete, along with some lessons and slideshows that have information for you to make sure that you have processed. And then we will always have some Quizlet items, your assignment. We have our class discussions, which will be meeting on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 to 9 p.m. You only have to attend one. And then we have our blog response, and there will be a blog response for each lesson that we have. So anyways, hopefully this will help you as you go through each lesson. Well, let's take a look. We're back on our home page, and we went through our modules, lessons 1, 2, and 3. We have our final project, and I'm going to move forward past the final project. I'm going to go right to our blog. Now, at the end of each module lesson, there will be a blog question. If you click the blog, like I just did, you'd come to all the questions right away. If you click on the blog after each lesson, it'll go to the specific lesson and the question that I've stated for you to provide some feedback for. So, for example, we have lesson 1's blog and the question, and you would respond to this and honest feedback from you. We also have lesson 2 and the question, and you would respond also back to that, and so on and so on. So at the end of each lesson, there will be a blog question for you to fill in. Well, one of my most important features, I think, on this course site will be the calendar. The calendar is something that you can have linked, but it also has all the assignments and when they're due. I've already inputted that into your calendar. So you can actually go through, and if you're signed up with Google Calendar, which many of you have access to because you all have a Saline Middle School account, this would be a great way to keep track of your assignments and what's going on. However, if you use a different means to keep track of things, this would be a source for you to go to, and you can just click through each month and figure out what's going on this month and what you may need to write down in your planner or device of whatever you use. Great tool to use. Be sure that you check out the calendar. A couple of features that you can take a look at is we have our RAF's resource page. That's just there. It's not part of the class as much as it's more of a resource for you, and we'll continue to add sites that we find to be valuable for you and things that you can take a look at. Also, I didn't really go over our objective page. If you take a look at the objective page, it also talks about the objectives for this course, and it does have this video is a 6-minute video, very important video to watch. However, it is a little outdated in the sense of it was from 2009, but the content that's in there is very relevant to what we deal with day to day. So we kind of wrap up our digital citizenship course. Take a look at our final project piece here. This will be a group project which we will develop towards the end of our course management system. And it basically is having you develop a public service announcement. And I want to use these public service announcements in our class and in our school. So again, following the same sequence, we'll have our tasks that you need to fulfill as a group. You also have an outline that you can use to develop your PSA announcement. And then we have a little trailer and a little tutorial on how to use iMovie. However, many of you have been trained in this and has learned this as 6th graders through your media course here at Saline Middle School. And then we have our rubric, which will give you a chance to take a look at what is expected and how you'll be graded on this. And then you'll have your final blog response, which is consistent to what we have throughout the whole website itself. Well, there you have it. That's an overview of our digital citizenship course system. And if you have any questions or any concerns, I will be available at any time. Please take a look at our communication policy right here. And you can always email me. You can always call me. We will definitely talk and keep everybody posted. Do not worry about this. I do not want this to be stressful. I want this to be a learning piece and an educational piece for you guys as digital citizens in an ever-growing technical world. Have a great day.